everybody, Stefano Garrisi here, and today on the Food Funatic, I'm in Romeo, Michigan at K-Block's Fire Pit Barbecue, where they're serving up delicious barbecue. They have an absolute passion for barbecue, and I can't wait to dig into some of that smoky goodness. Let's get it. All right, I'm inside K-Block's, and I'm joined with one of the co-owners of K-Block's, Kendra Knoblauch.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you. Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Look forward to hearing a little bit. I've heard so much about this wonderful barbecue that you guys have here, and you guys are so passionate about barbecue. So I really want to get, first and foremost, get an understanding of how you got started in this industry.
Oh my goodness, it was a wonderful story. I've been a part of Romeo for 30 plus years, and I couldn't wait to bring something brand new to the space. And my husband, fortunately, is a pitmaster, and he was a chef for 20 some years.
Oh wow.
He stopped cooking to raise his son, and we met, and he's like, I'm dying to get back into the business. And my dad said, why are we not selling this food?
Right.
So we started simple with a food truck, and it just exploded. We had catering, we had events going on.
Sure.
And it built into this, and a pandemic ended up bringing us a beautiful place in this city.
So father knows best, of course.
Knows best.
You got to follow that advice. See, right out there. So,
always listen to that.
So your husband's a pit master. What's his name?
Brian.
Okay, so I have to make sure I get into the kitchen and check out Brian and
you want to
all
talk
the magic.
to Brian more than you want to talk to me, because it smells really good back there.
No, and I can smell the smoke and all the aroma, just kind of feeding as I walked in the room. But then, this wall all just popped out at me. What is this wall all about? Or can you explain kind of what's going on here?
We did a lot of research with barbecue restaurants, and we love the chalkboard look. It just gives you a hometown feel.
Sure.
And my brother Lassie says, because I'm a teacher, I have things to read all over the restaurant. Right. But it's all different flavors of barbecue, because they say barbecue people bring family together.
Absolutely.
It's not a competition. It's a who can do better, how can we help each other? Mm-hmm. So there's all kinds of fun sayings up there. And the neat thing is my former students actually came in and painted it for us.
Oh wow! No,
so
that's fantastic.
We had the whole community involved with building this restaurant.
Absolutely.
It sat empty for 18 years, and now it's getting a facelift out front. So it's real deceiving. It looks small from the road because we're set a little bit far back, but you get inside and we're actually two sections of the building. So
I was going to say that from the outside. Never judge a book by its cover. So basically, when I'm coming from the outside, I'm like, okay, it's a standard strip center and whatnot, and a standard place. But when you come in, I mean, this is like the best. I mean, this is beautiful. You guys put a lot of work and a lot of love into it. You can tell. So it's very rustic and yeah.
We had a lot of talent involved. And the nice thing is we've got this beautiful bar area over here, and then we have a whole dining room area over here. We've got a place for the kids to play, or
have a little fun
or
there.
The big kids to play with a shuffleboard.
Sure.
And now we're bringing in live music. Friday nights we're going to have different musicians each week.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's really exciting. It's just building and building.
As I'm smelling the aroma and looking around, I'm getting really, really hungry. So I'm going to have to meet Brian.
You need to meet Brian.
And I got to try some of these masterpieces. So definitely congratulations on what you've done to the place. It looks fantastic. Can't wait to try the food. It was absolutely a pleasure meeting you as well, Kendra. So
thank you very much.
Thanks again. If it's okay, I'm gonna head over to the kitchen. All right, so I'm here in the kitchen in the back of K-Block's where all the magic happens, and I'm joined with the pit master, or at least Kendra says so, her husband, Brian. How you doing, Brian? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I really appreciate it, and thanks for being here.
No problem at all. I understand you've been doing this for quite a while. You've got all the techniques. We just want to learn a little bit about it and understand how all of that delicious food comes to fruition. So where do we start?
So we have a lot. First, we start with the recipes. Okay. I mean, they're the barbecue sauces, the rubs. They're over 20 years in the making. We have pit beans. We have mac and cheese that I've worked on with my family. They're proven recipes. So we have the recipe book, and then it comes to the techniques. All right. So I've been smoking meat for over 20 years. Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take the brisket. I'm going to show you how this is done. We're going to rub the brisket. I'm going to show you where it goes into the smoker, what kind of wood we use, and if you study for a while, maybe you can be as good as we are.
All right, hey, at least a little ounce. Let's get a little of that. All right, so here we go.
So we use certified Angus beef briskets, and my rub here, it's nothing out of the norm. It's salt, pepper, and garlic. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to rub this down with kosher salt, granulated garlic, and cracked black pepper.
Nice.
And We don't want to overpower this. Okay, so we want the wood and the smoker to do its work and to take care of business. And this is just to enhance it. This is just a little, to give it a little nudge.
Sure. So I like you already, Brian, because you already gave me like the secret ingredients to the rub that I can use to.
Oh yeah, that's really, that's really secret. But so we're gonna rub this down, and then we're gonna take it over to the smoker. I'm gonna show you where it's gonna go. I'm gonna show you what kind of wood we're using.
Great.
And it's gonna cook for, it's gonna smoke for about 14 to 16 hours.
Okay, let's go do it. Let's get it. Baby, all right.
Okay, so it starts with good equipment. This is an old hickory pit. My brother-in-law and I did a lot of research before we went and purchased this. And we went out to Missouri, we picked this up, and this company's phenomenal. We just bought our second pit actually from the same place.
Oh, is that right?
And this is, it's not, you put it in and you use wood chips and gas and stuff like that. We use wood. Okay, so
what type of wood do you use?
we use cherry wood and hickory. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wood in here.
All right.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this bugger in here. And this will be in here for 14 to 16 hours.
14 to 16 hours?
Yes.
Who waits up for all that? You stay all day for that?
Not me.
So how long did it take you to get this whole process down? I mean, to get it just at those hours. 'Cause some people say cook fast, high heat, or really low and slow in 20 hours. You know, so where did you come up with that science of that exactly?
You know, what's really nice about the barbecue community is that there are a lot of people out there that are like family. And if you do something incorrectly, there's a lot of people, a lot of friends that I've made that you could reach out to and they help you along the way.
Okay.
It took me 10 or 12 years to get it to exactly where I want it to be.
Yes, it looks a lot of passion, a lot of great years, and certainly I can't wait to that thing's ready to go, and I can get a little taste.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This is how we store our briskets after they've been smoked.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: Why is it wrapped in paper?
It's wrapped because it keeps all the moisture in. And so the brisket there's a lot of juice in it. It keeps all the natural juices in there. It's not going to cook any longer. It's just going to hold it without cooking it any further.
Makes sense to me.
So I'm going to open this brisket up.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, you can see all the nice juice.
See how that juice stays in there?
Yeah, so you can really see how pliable.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, that would actually, if I shook that, it would break in half. I mean, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna cut this in half.
Take a look at that. Oh. So I'm just noticing all the juice is just spewing out of there.
Oh yeah.
It's so tender. Do you mind if I steal a taste, Brian? Is there any?
Oh, absolutely. Here, I think I've got one here with your name on it.
All right.
I don't really, I really don't have to cut it because look at this.
Oh my gosh. All right. I can't resist. Okay, here we go. A little taste here. Man,
Was I right?
Kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Are you kidding
no,
me?
I'm not. I mean, I've been working on smoking. I've been working with smoking with meats for a long time. I've been working over 12 years. We have the bar set really high.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, when you come in to have dinner here or have lunch here at K-Blox, we want you to get a good quality piece of meat, and this brisket is, well,
outstanding.
We love coming to K-Blox because we love the brisket, the atmosphere. It's the neighborhood barbecue place.
Love it all. Come here for the food, the drinks, and it's the best atmosphere around.
all right, so let's put together the pit platter. Pit platter has a little bit of everything, and you're gonna get brisket on it, you're gonna get pulled pork on it, you're gonna have ribs, you're gonna have sausage, jalapeno cheddar sausage, and then you will get 2 sides with this, and we're gonna put some cornbread, pickled red onions, and some pickles on it.
Can't wait. Let's go.
So we're gonna make a bulldog sandwich. We're gonna start with a fresh brioche bun, nice and soft, steamed. And then we're going to put some brisket. Okay, so we have brisket, jalapeno cheddar sausage. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this pimento cheese that we make here, scratch in the house. So we're not just barbecue, we're Southern also.
Oh, is that right?
We have gumbo, we have chicken and waffle sandwiches, we do jambalaya, we do shrimp and grits. So this is our bulldog sandwich. We have our pimento cheese, we have our jalapeno cheddar sausage, and we have our brisket. We also have beer.
Yes.
So that helps too, right?
We'll make sure that complements.
Okay, awesome.
I like coming here because of the brisket tacos. They're very good.
I like coming here because of the shrimp tacos. They really hit the spot.
All right, Kendra, so now we're gonna dive into some delicious food that Brian prepared in the back. So, but before I get into this, I gotta ask you, something's been on my mind since we first got here is, how did the name come about? K-Blocks.
The name's actually a fun story. I'm a teacher in Romeo, which we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
And our last name is Knobloch. But unless you're
right.
from the thumb area, you don't pronounce it like that. And I get so tired of everybody mispronouncing our name. I said, you know what? Let's just call me K-Block. It'll be my rapper name.
There you go.
And I'm dealing with teenagers, so they love that. And one of my students brought in a book, and it's one of the urban legend books. And apparently, K-Block means where the party started. So when we were trying to come up with a restaurant name, it's like, well, we don't want to have it a name that everybody's going to mispronounce.
Right.
Well, let's have it where the party started.
I love it.
And K-Blocks was born.
All right, so for all you out there, this is where the party starts, right? This is where the party's starting. So let's get the party started with this beautiful sandwich. We've got a couple sides here I want to dive into. So what's this sandwich called?
Oh my goodness, this is a piece of art. This is our bulldog. This is a face that's on our menu at all times.
Okay.
And what it is, it's layers of goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of love in that.
So you got a few wonderful layers there. Okay, double fisted here.
And Brian, my husband, always says you got to keep the elbows out to keep the vultures.
Oh yeah.
And it's like nobody can come in and take your sandwich.
Oh man. So you got the creaminess of the pimento cheese, you got the nice snap of that delicious sausage, and then you've got that nice tender with the bark, brisket at the bottom there. A lot of different flavor profiles, a lot of textures going on there, and just, it all comes together really nicely, really nice.
I knew you weren't going to stop at one bite.
No, we're not done. Not even close. Okay, so I don't want to ignore the two wonderful sides here. Okay, so it looks like we have some beans here, and we got mac and cheese. Is your pit beans?
Those are the pit beans.
Okay.
So you have several different types of beans, along with wonderful pieces of pulled pork.
Ooh.
A little sweet, a little tang.
All right.
They're a meal in itself.
Oh yeah. You got the peppers in there.
Roasted poblano peppers.
That's what they get. I knew I was tasting something. It's nice and creamy though. A little sweet, a little salty. Tender beans. Great blend.
There you go. There's a lot of people trying to copy those beans. It's not going to happen. There's way too many ingredients to try to figure it out.
So can I at least get one? Do you think maybe a little brown sugar in there?
There is brown sugar.
Okay.
I gave
Score.
you a with the poblano pepper.
Okay. So
It's not just bell pepper.
All right, and then we've got, of course, you're gonna have mac and cheese,
Oh, you have to
barbecue.
have mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese is a staple in
All right.
barbecue, and ours is nice and creamy, sticks to the fork.
Super creamy, and you got a texture of like, is that like crackers on the top or some seasoning?
It's a blend of seasoning, rib rub, crackers.
All the goodness. All the
I
good.
can't give you every ingredient.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, my husband
I'm
wouldn't be
trying.
happy.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go for another one.
One of our favorites, it's probably one of our biggest sellers, is actually, it's called Piggy Mac.
Okay.
It's pulled pork across the bottom, drizzled with the Memphis bourbon barbecue sauce, and covered with the mac and cheese.
So if it wasn't warm and cozy with just the mac and cheese, you had to kick it up another notch, right?
That's right.
And
That's
a couple other layers. No, that sounds delicious. Can't wait to try some of that too. But no, this was phenomenal. Thank you, Kendra.
Fantastic.
And
Appreciate you joining us.
no, definitely. And I understand you're part of the family. Your brother, Michael, is also part of the family unit here. So I'm going to get a chance to meet him and try some food with him too.
He's fantastic. I can't wait for you to meet him.
Great, great. Thanks again, Kendra.
Nice
Appreciate
seeing
it.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
I absolutely love the food. Barbecue is fantastic. Best I've ever had. Atmosphere is to die for. The staff is incredible. Brian and Kendra, the owners, are very friendly, personable. You can't beat a better place. Absolutely my favorite.
Ditto what she said, kidding. I come here because I like their meals. I get to take lunch home because I can't even eat it all. And I'm a big guy, as you can tell. Cold beer, good atmosphere, family-friendly place. Come out and see them.
We love K-Blocks.
So Michael, to my understanding, you're the brother of Kendra. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So this is a family affair.
Younger brother.
Younger brother, of course, of course. Before we get into describing the food, I want to know kind of how you came into the family fold and a little bit about your background.
It was 3 years ago, the family got together. It was over dinner when my old man was around. And he said, this food is just too darn good for us to enjoy. We got to do something with this. And my brother-in-law, Brian, being a pit master, he's been in the food service industry for 3 decades. And dinner at our place is not a small event. It's made from scratch. 2 smokers going, grills going, everything's just homemade.
Sure.
And we said, why don't let's try this food truck call? Sounds interesting enough, seems easy enough. It was the hardest year of work I've had in my entire life, from putting it together, from my truck driving across the country buying smokers, Brian teaching everybody how to cook, we're still trying to catch up with them. And then just building that truck piece by piece, putting the smoke around, working with neighbors, made it really like a community feel. So I was responsible for the graphic design, the marketing, the advertising, putting all those graphics together on the side of the truck. We did the truck for about a year. It was exhausting. We said, we're doing better than this. We've got to either multiply our trucks or go brick and mortar. So we went quiet for a little bit, and then Brian found this location. He had this incredible location in Washington, Michigan. And they made an offer and just took this place from an old empty building to what you've seen earlier. A beautiful place. But what speaks volumes is the food. And that's why I got into it with them. It's just, it has to be about the food. It has to be authentic. It has to be real. And it has to be the best ribs and brisket you can find around. And that's what we said. It's like, start with ribs and brisket. And Brian said, absolutely, let's do it. So this heavenly feast right here is called our pit platter. Absolutely. When you're new to barbecue and you want to try something, you start at the pit platter. So you've got our homemade pulled pork, straight out of the smoker. You've got our jalapeno cheddar sausages, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You've got this is our signature dish, our brisket.
Okay.
I mean, look at that, the smoke ring, look at the bark, it's crispy, it's that nice layer of fat, juicy in the middle, and then our ribs. And ribs dry rub. Because we have our signature sauces.
Yeah, I want to get into those as well,
too. You want to try this food without sauce first.
Yes.
So it really tastes the meat.
Yes, absolutely. So Michael, this is an absolute masterpiece.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to dive right in. Where do I start?
I start with the pulled pork.
Okay, so we're going to start with the pulled pork.
Crunchy bark.
Okay. Got a little bit of the bark here. Okay.
Give it a try.
We're going to go for that first. I'm getting that nice, delicious rub, salty rub on there. Absolutely tender pulled pork. Very delicious. Oh, look at it. Just falls right off. I don't even need the fork, knife, nothing. So you've got the nice smoke ring there, I'm seeing.
Absolutely.
The bark on the outside. It just came right apart.
Falls apart.
So yeah.
Nice?
So I'm just gonna dive right in. Oh.
That's where it's at, isn't it?
There's an absolute science to this. This isn't something you just learn overnight. Years of love, practice, passion. I mean, that's the one thing. Yeah. So, one last piece before we move on, if that's okay with you. All right.
The brisket is what makes people drive here.
Are you kidding me?
You'll come back for brisket.
Are you kidding me right now?
Brisket is the one. Because I've been to so many different barbecue restaurants, and pulled pork's good.
Yeah.
But you can't find brisket like this around here.
This is definitely a unique masterpiece right there.
Ribs, I'd say go to next. Let's go around.
All right,
next.
we're going.
Let's try those ribs.
All right, so again, you've got the smoke ring right there. You got the pork in the middle. The nice rub that was done on the outside. Can't wait to dive in here. Let's go.
Pretty good.
I really get that smoky flavor in my mouth, and that's so delectable. I mean, I'm telling you, It just gives you a barbecue feel, very tasty. It's just amazing.
You're tasting the smoke, you're not tasting barbecue sauce. You're tasting that light rub. So it's juicy in the middle, a little bit of a crisp on the outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Soft enough.
This is great. This is really great. All right, so we're gonna save some room going around the horn here.
Jalapeno cheddar sausages.
Jalapeno.
Yeah,
Look at that.
break it with your hand.
All right, so we're getting into the cheddar jalapeno sausage, smoked sausage, and we've got the cheddar cheese right there. We can see the bits of jalapeno in there, nice fresh. All right, here we go.
Taste that cheddar cheese, a little jalapeno kick, but not too hot.
I'm getting the kick from the jalapeno, but I'm really getting that creaminess of the cheese.
That's nice.
It's like, it really flows in there, and then the snap of that casing, absolutely delicious.
And that snap is coming right out of the smoker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, finish it with the jalapeno, and I love spicy things, so this fits right in.
So you've been around the world. You've had the jalapeno cheddar sausage, homemade pulled pork, brisket, ribs. Where are you coming back to first?
Well, in 45 seconds, you're missing. I'm a cornbread. You got cornbread. Gotta have a little dessert, right? A little dessert. So I'm gonna try a little piece of the cornbread just to kind of reset the table here, okay?
Cleanse your palate.
Something like that, right?
Light.
That's fresh, light corn taste, very moist. Wow, that's really nice too. Absolutely delicious.
Most people are driving home with the cornbread because they didn't want to fill up at all.
Go, let's make your own.
Great foods to eat. You don't want to fill up with cornbread, but it's great for a nice little trip.
Go, let's make your own sandwich. Throw some of the pork in there, and let that be the piece of bread, right? Might try. We got something new. Right? Maybe so. Now we've tried everything. Absolutely amazing barbecue. I want to try some of the sauces.
Let's do it.
Because
we've got our pit fire barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Homemade.
Okay.
Brian's signature new dish. I just put a little of our pit fire barbecue sauce. Brian just made this.
Okay.
So this is an original sauce made in the back, not store bought.
Okay. And that's what you put in a little here. Okay.
Sauce.
Pit fire. Away we go.
There's a level of heat. It's not too hot.
No,
it's just enough to wake up those taste buds.
And it's perfect because I'm getting like a cherry in there, and then also it's what you consider almost like a standard barbecue sauce flavor, but I got feeling a little kick on the back end.
Nice little heat.
Yeah, a little heat. All right, I like that one. All right, so I'm gonna grab some more.
Romeo apple. We're in apple country here in Romeo. So let's
apple
try
country.
apple seasoning.
Okay. So.
You gonna try that on the brisket?
Yeah, why not? Right. Oh yeah. Definitely get that sweet apple taste in there, which is very, very delicious. I like that. I like that. And it's smooth, super smooth, super smooth. All right, and then the last one?
Yeah, and this is our new Memphis bourbon barbecue sauce.
Okay.
This is what Brian started the business with this sauce. This is our first sauce.
All right. This is where it all started, right here. Okay.
Memphis bourbon, our first sauce.
Wow.
So we're going to be bottling these sauces soon, which we're excited about.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that.
You see, like we've got our signature logo, our look, our branding. This place has a personality of its own. So when you walk in here, you're going to forget you're in Romeo. You're really going to think, am I in Tennessee? I'm in the South. You get a nice vibe. We're going to have live music playing soon. It just gives you like that nice home style feel.
Absolutely. No, I definitely, I can't wait to wash everything down with this nice cold brew, but I got to tell you, go big or go home, right? That seems to be the motto here. And I have to say, I've been to Tennessee, I've been to the Carolinas,
nice.
I've been all of Texas, so all of those major barbecue cities, and I can tell you, you guys are doing it right, and you're up there with the best of them.
I appreciate that.
So this is you got to check out K-Blocks. This is absolutely delicious, delicious barbecue. I want to toast to you and plenty success in your venture. Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Cold beer doesn't
it's amazing. So for all you fanatics out there, make sure you check out K-Blocks Fire Pit Barbecue. It's where it's at. Been all around. They got it going on. Got to check it out. All right?
I love that. See you soon.
Take care. Thanks. Hey guys. So Michael, Brian, thank you so much for having me at your wonderful restaurant. You guys have been gracious hosts. Thanks to Kendra as well. You guys have been amazing. Can't wait to come back and check out some more barbecue here. So thanks. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys. And let me talk. What?
You don't look like the barbecue guy.
What do you mean?
You don't. You came in here, I showed you some secrets. I shared some love. I showed you how we do our brisket. That's not barbecue.
What do you got for me? What do you got?
This is barbecue.
Oh, Body by Brisket. Absolutely. Definitely. K-Block's Fire Pit Barbecue. Remember, you get these shirts and more and some wonderful barbecue right here in Romeo, Michigan at K-Block's. Thanks everybody for joining me in this edition of the Food Fanatic. Remember to work hard, play hard, and eat well. We'll see you next time.